is up, everybody? Down here in Tennessee for this video. Had wonderful weather. Right now it's about 65. And yeah, dirt's good. They had a little bit of rain a few days before, but other than that, it's really good. Working with a newish bike here. This is still my 2019 GasGas XC300, but I took it down and did a full rebuild from the frame up. Everything new, even the bolts. So we're just kind of getting her broken down here. We did a really big motor build with a new crank and bearings, and balanced the crank and matched the cases, then matched the cases to the cylinder, and then ported the cases to the cylinder, ported, polished the cylinder. We've got head and really the works, running 110 or C12, really depending. I haven't made up my mind which fuel to run all the time yet. That it's Drew right there in front of me. He's a buddy from down in Tennessee, and he came down here to ride with him. Jason and I did. Drew knows all the trails around here, and he's shown us his stomping grounds. So really appreciate him doing that for us. And I just love coming down here. These are one of my favorite places to ride in the country. I'd really like to go out to Montana and do some riding too. I've been out there before for a while, but I didn't get to ride, so I'd like to go to Montana. It's one of the places I haven't got to go yet. I'm running a Kenda Washougal 2 front tire and the Kenda Gauntlet rear. Yeah, I really like the Kenda Gauntlets. I mean, I'm telling you, when you get on the rocks or climbing, it really hooks up. Tried quite a few gummy tires now, and I really like that the Gauntlet. I had the Tux gummy on last year down here, and it was terrible. The Gauntlet works really good down there. This is the Tennessee Holler. It's really steep. You can keep going straight there, or Drew's got his own line over here to the side. GoPros just don't do justice when it comes to how steep things are. If you'll notice also, the guy in front of me is on a 450. One of those new, or the KX 450s. Yeah, he's got it, you know, all done up for off-roading, and he really did a good job on it. I was quite impressed. His name was Travis. He's from Ohio. This is Drew coming down the Tennessee Holler on the second day. And like, this camera just does not do justice how steep that is and how far it goes down.
Tennessee Holler. Whoa!
There's Jason.
Well, it doesn't look like much on camera, but this thing is steep.
Now again, I haven't gotten my bike totally dialed at this point. I needed to soften up my suspension, let a little air out of the tires, and I did do that. This is first thing. This is the start of the trip. That's how good these trails are. This is just right at the beginning. I've got tons of footage, and I also needed to open up my air screw. It was stalling. It was a little bit rich on the low end here. So I need to lean it out about a half turn. Let more air in. Sadly, the end of this trip ended with me breaking my hand, and I believe it was done because I have wraparound hand guards. I'm going to try open-ended hand guards. What I believe happened is the third day we were going up the mountain, and it had gotten below freezing the night before, and we went through a creek, and then right out of the creek, I think I hit a frozen rock, or had a little bit of ice on it. My front end went out from underneath me, and I landed on my left side. But when it happened so fast, I never put my hands out in front of me, and my hand was still on the grip there on the right, and when the bike went down, I went over, like, forwards of the bike, that my hand got caught in that bark buster there as I was going over the front, and it just snapped my bones. I go in tomorrow for surgery to get some pins put in. I'll be hopefully back on the bike within the next month or so, but yeah, big bummer. Didn't get to ride for the last 2 days of the trip. And it's really just my thumb that got busted up too, but it's down in the hand, like it's not out on my thumb, it's actually back in the hand. And that's another one of those guys from Ohio in front of me. His name was Jason, and Jason and Travis came down from Ohio. They have some kind of Facebook page. I'm not big into Facebook, so I'm not real sure, but I think it's Dirt Bikers, but it's an Ohio page. But Travis was a pretty good rider. Jason here, I don't think he's been riding for very long. I think he's one of those guys that, his main priority was raising his kids, and now his kids are out of the house and he can go do whatever he wants, so he got a dirt bike and out ripping again. Yeah, these trails are just so much fun. And it's all like this right here. Like, it's all more technical and hard. I wouldn't say hard, but, with obstacles. Up in Michigan, there's really no obstacles, It's just the DNR keeps grooming the trails, and they get faster and smoother. And I like the harder trails. We need to have some double black diamond trails here in Michigan. I understand if you need easier trails, we can have those too. We don't need to get rid of the Tomahawk loops, but I live up here on the Tomahawk in Michigan, and the trails have gotten so utterly easy and smooth, it's not even funny. Like, they pay someone to drag the trails with, almost looks like a snowmobile trail groomer. And it pulls the dirt in and widens them out, and it just makes it so they're fast and easy, and it's just not much fun. We need to have some harder, more difficult trails, like real single track. The UP's got a lot of good stuff, but the lower Michigan, pretty much all our trails are ruined. None of them are hard. People talk about Everett, and that's kind of a joke. There's like one tiny little spot that has little rocks on it. Otherwise, it's just all easy. like the creek crossings and things like that, where it's like a lot of rocks for a ways. No, I suck at it, but I enjoy it. Here I am playing in the creek. Look at that 24 volt system. She fires right up. If you have a gas, hit the search engine in YouTube and type in gas 24 volt system. There's a guy on there that's got a video on how to do it. He does a really good job. Guy down in Vegas. He's on the chat rooms, but yeah, it's a great system. Really starts the bike quick. Thanks for watching, everybody. Here's Jason showing you how to make this creek crossing. Really appreciate you checking out my channel, and please hit the subscribe button. Thanks.